Hey, product people, welcome back to another exciting episode of Becoming the Product. I'm your host, Naya, as always, and I hope your day is going great. Whether you're commuting, working, or just chilling, I am super excited to have you here with me. So today's episode is just a reflection episode, a reflection of my first 60 days as a growth manager, my progress and the adjustments that I have made. If you're new to this channel, I started season 2 as a growth manager at a startup here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I decided to share little bits of my journey to help you also in whatever stage you are in as well. And this is just like a continuation of the first episode in which I talked about my first 30 days. If you haven't listened to it, you need to go check it out. So let's just start. So after the first 30 days was basically just onboarding and training. Then I was given a task to do in which I needed to carry out research. And to me, I failed at that task because I didn't think I did it properly. But I've had a couple of more after that, and I'm a little bit more confident in carrying out. So let me paint a little bit of what I do so you can understand the flow of this episode. So one of my major roles is what you call ideation and hypothesis validation. So we have a couple of ideas, micro-size ideas that have been brought to us to work on, and I carry out the necessary research to validate those ideas. So we focus more on qualitative research. So I reach out to potential target audience, have a conversation with them, and try to identify their pain points, their issues, anything they have that could help our solution. Then I recommend if the product is a good one or if it needs to be scrapped. So yeah, that's like one of my major tasks in this company. And like I said before, the first one I was given, I wasn't sure I did a good job at it because I'm not someone who was used to talking with people. Majority of the research I did during my training was surveys. So it took a while for me to change that mindset to start doing more of discussions, conversations, and trying to extract information without leading the conversation, if that makes sense. So I'm happy to announce that yes, I've carried out a lot more tasking then, and I'm a little bit more confident in carrying out qualitative research now. I can reach out to anyone and start asking questions, and it really helps my imposter syndrome as well, which was very bad in the beginning. But right now, because I now know it a little bit more and my confidence is a little bit higher, the imposter syndrome hasn't come up in a while. Also, my team has grown a bit. When I first started, we were just 2, but now we're 4, and we're even expecting more people. So it's been fun having a team to work with, having someone to talk to, having to collaborate, which wasn't there in my first month. So this second month has been a lot more about interacting with people, having the teamwork abilities, and carry out more collaborative tasks as opposed to me just doing tasks in the beginning. So those were the 2 major things that occurred in this first 60 days. Our company is still relatively new, so we're still doing a lot of behind the scenes work. But when the products are ready, when we start developing and when we start pushing it out, I will definitely talk more about those ones as well. So there are a lot of frameworks as to how you're supposed to take or do your 60 days. In the first 30 days episode, I had shared that I was going with Valentine Aks framework. So the first 30 days is majorly on laying foundations, getting used to the tools, understanding what the company is about, and all that, and your onboarding and your learning. But this 60 days is more about building and learning. So continuous learning as a PM is always ongoing. It's not a one-off thing. So yes, I am still learning. I'm documenting all my processes so that I understand it and I'm able to thoroughly understand what I'm doing. So in Valentine Aks 60 days, the first step is to always document or test your product. So if you're in an already established environment where you have a product already and you're just managing it, the first step would be for you to learn that product in and out. But in my own case, because it's a startup, it's more of documentation. So documenting my work processes and getting a thorough understanding of the things that we do, the services we offer, my key responsibilities has been something I've been focused on. Hence the reason why I said my confidence is a little bit higher now, because I feel like I'm ready to contribute now. That first 30 days to me was as if I needed to be in school because I was just learning. But now I've done school, I've done the exams, and I'm ready to give it my all. In the first 60 days, you're also to talk to your customers, engage with customers, gather feedback. This is something I already do because one of our products in this company is to build Microsoft solutions, and that will require us validating those ideas, which means talking to customer, which is what I already do. So this is already a given. Another idea was to build your product roadmap or strategy if there isn't one. We are kind of working with one in my company already. The whole idea is just to refine it. So that is something that it's in the works. And it's to execute quick wins. You need to execute quick wins that drive medium to low impact. So all these are things that I implemented in my first 30 days. For me, it's all about more learnings, more understanding my roles, and also understanding the new team that keeps coming up. My team members, my supervisors. I still do my weekly team meetings so that we talk about things that we need to discuss, our challenges, our wins, our blockage, anything that happens. And I love that meeting because we tend to trash out everything, ask questions. Aside from our normal Slack communication, it's good to hear the voices of your team members once in a while. So yeah, that's my 60 days in a nutshell. Not much has happened because we're still relatively new, and like I said, I am still learning. But hopefully more things will come up in the next month and in a few episodes time where I'll be talking about my first 90 days, which is just a continuation. So I'll be giving you just what is going on, what I've put in place, things I'm doing to improve myself as a person. Aside from work, I'm actually also doing learning on the side. I'm learning SQL. Who has learned SQL? That topic I thought was easy. But man, I've gotten to join in and I'm like, who sent me a message? It is not easy at all. But part of my strategy for the year was to continue learning. Don't just stay stagnant. Even though I'm done with my boot camps, I'm done with my courses, I picked up SQL to learn on the side. And it's been going well, a little bit challenging, but I know that I can achieve it. And once I'm done with that, I'll share more about the course I took, the exams I'm writing, and all of that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this brief reflection of where I am right now at my new role. I hope that some of you are taking something from it, you're learning something from it. Just remember that whenever you find yourselves in situations where you're a bit scared or your anxieties are blown, just take a step back. Try and understand what is causing that anxiety. Is it that you need to learn something? Go online or ask questions. That is one thing I did during these 60 months, was that I made sure I asked a lot of questions. And I'm not that kind of person before, but I imbibed that. I imbibed that behavior in me. So if there's a task I'm given and I'm a little bit lost or I need clarity about it, I always put out a question, just a small chat. Hello, I'm a little bit lost on this. Could you please provide guidance? Or if it's something I could easily just research about, I'll go online and do that. So having or asking questions researching more doesn't make you a weaker person. It just shows that you're eager to learn. It shows that you're open to doing things, and that is what people actually want, especially in this kind of organizations. They will prefer you talking about your issues, your blockage, so that we can treat it as a group rather than swallowing it and saying, I will take care of it myself. No. So if that's one thing you've learned from this episode, is that be open to ask questions, be open to learn in public. Don't be ashamed. Don't think that they will laugh at me. Just remove all those voices from your head. You know what you want, you know what you're trying to get. So let's work with that. So thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you learned something. Don't forget, you can always send me a comment on Spotify. You could send feedback on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, whichever platform you like. And I also have a newsletter. I don't know if you've not subscribed. I don't know why you haven't subscribed. I have a lot of free resources that I shared there. And if you would like to have access to all of them, go to www.becomingtheproduct.simple.inc and subscribe to the newsletter. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next episode. We have another guest. I know maybe this episode you wanted to talk to someone, but you got just me. But the next episode, the next guest will be talking to us about freelancing as a product manager. I am super excited about that episode because I am super interested in freelancing. I wanted to see if it's something I could do, and I would love to hear from someone who already does it and see if I can pick a few things from her. So thank you guys so much. See you in the next episode. Have a great week.